Looking back at when you were younger, what was your silliest fear?
Okay, my silliest fear when I was younger is that I used to be scared that a tsunami was going to happen all the time. Because I remember seeing a video of like a tsunami happening to these people, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was always so scared to get into like the water because I didn't want a tsunami to happen. Like I literally remember like going to my neighbor's boat, and we went out into the lake, and at the time it felt like it was a really open, like expansive lake, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so scared tsunami was gonna happen, and there it was, literally bright outside, sunshine, birds chirping, and I was worried about a giant wave washing us out. um and literally I found out like later after I got older that it was like a man-made lake. Like it was literally landlocked, and I was worried about tsunami happening.
When I was younger, I think my silliest fear would be the dark. Fear of the dark. I would imagine like ghosts being around me and just like screaming at me, but I couldn't like see them or hear them. I would just imagine that. I think I was crazy at some point.
My silliest fear was probably the dark. And I think that's silly just because like now it's like I prefer when it's like pitch black. Like I cannot sleep with any light on. But I think that was it.
Looking back at when you were younger, what was your silliest fear? My silliest fear was definitely zombies. My dad used to torture me as a toddler by making me watch him play Resident Evil, and it traumatized me for years.
Looking back at when you were younger, what was your silliest fear? Okay, I think I have a good answer for this one. And y'all might relate, I don't know. Okay, when I was a lot smaller, and when my family would go like drive on the freeway or like one of those like fast streets, there would be like these tall like what do you call they're like big trucks. They're like 18-wheelers, right? Those cars would scare me. Like if we would be driving like yeah, I don't even know how to explain it, but when you're driving next to like those one of those like really tall, like big square body looking trucks, I always feel like they were gonna like either tip over on the car or like they just like blow up or something. I don't know. I don't really know what it was, but I just was scared of that. I was like, oh my god, get me out of here. I would just hope they would drive away like really fast, or we would drive away really fast before we get crushed. But yeah, I really hated those tall cars, or any car that was tall. Which y'all understand, right? Y'all seen like Final Destination? Or one of those trucks that are like holding something really long in the back, and what if it just like slips off? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna die. So that's why I never wanted to be either behind one or even next to one, or even close to one. But yeah, I'd say that's my silliest fear, being scared of trucks. Tall trucks. Or trucks that have something tied to the back of it and it's looking like it's going to fall off. Yeah, I think that was my biggest fear when I was smaller. I'm sure a lot of people can relate, right? Right, guys?